25. In 2006, things got scarily realistic during a filming of CSI New York. Inside the building where production was underway, a building engineer found a mummified corpse. What makes this case even creepier is the fact that the episode actually involved a plot with a mummified body. 24. Shockingly enough, a few days after the mummified body was found at the set of CSI New York, the set of CSI Miami also became a real crime scene. While filming in the Bicentennial Park in Miami, Florida, the cast of the show was attempting to get aerial footage when an officer spotted a dead body floating just a few yards from the set's location. 23. In January 2009, an elevator shaft in an abandoned Detroit warehouse was host to a gruesome discovery: a body encased in ice with its legs exposed. Though the circumstances surrounding this death are unknown, it is believed that a homeless person got stuck in the elevator shaft while trying to retrieve something. 22. Although the odds of being killed and eaten by a shark are small, the possibility is indeed real. In 2010, a tiger shark was caught on a fishing expedition, and prior to its release, it regurgitated a human foot. 21. If you think having the ashes of deceased family members in an urn is kind of morbid, you probably haven't heard of the Kuku people in Papua New Guinea. If a member of the tribe dies, they stab the body to milk out its fluid, draw out its internal organs through the anal spigot, and hold the corpse over a fire to suck out moisture and kill bacteria. Then, the preserved body is placed into a decorative wooden gallery. 20. In 2008, security was shocked at what they discovered at New York Spotlight Live Club after Lil' Kim's 33rd birthday party. Ingrid Riviera, a 24-year-old woman, was found dead in a rooftop utility closet. Riviera, who was thrown out of the party for being too drunk, was later beaten with a blunt object, possibly a champagne bottle, and left for dead. 19. Corpses hidden in freezers are common in horror movies. However, this hideous act sometimes occurs in real life as well. In 2008, the corpses of 3 children were found in a woman's freezer. Investigators discovered that the woman killed her children right after birth and kept their frozen bodies for 20 years. 18. In January 2013, 17-year-old Kendrick Johnson from Valdosta, Georgia, was found dead and rolled up inside a gym mat at Lowndes High School. The official investigation report says he suffocated after falling into the mat while trying to retrieve a sneaker. However, the boy's parents are convinced that someone murdered Kendrick and that it wasn't an accident. 17. When Joshua Scott from Alabama bought a $5 teddy bear at a thrift shop, he had no idea of the horror he was about to unfold. When he got home, he discovered an urn full of human ashes inside the bear. The family reported this crazy finding, but so far, nobody has claimed the urn. 16. One of the most popular tourist attractions in Yucatan, Mexico, are the cenotes. You'll be fine as long as you just swim in the pools, but whatever you do, never dive down. On the bottom, there are hundreds of skeletons of people sacrificed centuries ago to Chak, the Mayan god of rain. 15. When guests at the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles complained of low pressure and a strange taste in the water, they couldn't have imagined the grisly source of the problem. Maintenance workers found the rooftop water tank clogged by the body of Canadian tourist Elisa Lam, who had apparently drowned inside. 14. When Hurricane Sandy swept through Connecticut in 2012, it knocked down hundreds of trees, and one of them revealed a morbid secret that had been hidden for centuries. Twisted within its roots were numerous human remains. Further investigation revealed that the area had been a burial site for victims of yellow fever. 13. Each Halloween, a family from Illinois turns a local house into a haunted house, famous all over the neighborhood. But last year, the house got even scarier than the organizers intended. An unknown 71-year-old man died inside the house and was left there for another 3 weeks, until the visitors finally realized his body was not a prop. 12. When Bristol resident Alan Derrick let a homeless man, Dennis Pring, crash on his couch, he didn't have the foggiest idea of how his generous effort would end up. Pring, who had just finished a hearty drinking session, died on the sofa. Derrick was reportedly too scared to tell anyone about the death and just turned the sofa over and forgot about the dead man. Pring's body was discovered inside the sofa after 10 years when Derrick moved out. 11. A naked, decomposing body of a British spy inside a padlocked gym bag is probably one of the most bizarre and disturbing discoveries that crime investigators have ever made. But what makes this case even creepier is the fact that the body was found in the spy's apartment, and there has been no evidence of anybody else being involved in the tragedy, which gives rise to many theories and speculations about what really happened. 10. A mailman in Pennsylvania was on his route when he found a strange package at the bottom of a mailbox. At first, the package, which had no address or stamps, was thought to be a bomb, so authorities were brought in to investigate. After the bomb-sniffing dogs gave the okay, they found a metal box with a weird label inside the package. On the label, there were years and names of individuals, and in the box were the cremated ashes of these people. 9. Everyday dead bodies of men, women, and even children are found washed up along the shores of India's Ganges River. However, local officials never suspect any crime, as it is believed that the dead were just given water burials. Many poor Indians cannot afford cremation, so they just bury their deceased family members in the river. Unfortunately, this only contributes to the already heavy pollution of this holy river. 8. In October 2013, the body of a man who officials suspect might have been trying to break into a convenience store in North Carolina was discovered inside the building's air conditioning system. The corpse had already been decomposed as the store had been closed for months, so the body had been stuck there in the ducts for quite some time. 7. Obviously, railroad tracks are a very common location of deaths, but what happened in Richmond, Virginia is quite unique. A crime scene with a corpse and investigators was accidentally captured by Google Maps and appeared on the internet. The incident was a murder of a 14-year-old boy who was killed near the tracks in 2009. When the family of the boy accidentally stumbled upon the traumatizing image 4 years later, Google promised to remove it. 6. In October 2013, body parts of a murdered woman showed up in 2 separate sewage plants in Los Angeles. First, workers who were checking a plugged line at the plant in Bassett discovered the head and upper half of the woman, and just 2 days later, her legs, foot, and pelvis were found at another plant in Carson. 5. Now, it doesn't have to be an entire body to qualify for this list, as there have been numerous reports of various human body parts being found in fast food. In May 2012, a Michigan boy found a finger in his sandwich at Arby's. Following an investigation, it was found that one of the restaurant employees had lost her finger in a meat slicing accident, and it ended up in the kid's meal. 4. In September 1987, a worker of the Georgia Pacific West Incorporated paper mill in Bellingham County, Washington, discovered a skeleton lying on top of the pipes of one of the boilers. A forensic investigation determined that the victim may have been a Native American male, but because of the extreme heat inside the chimney, all traces of DNA were destroyed, so the identity of the victim may never be known. 3. We know that finding dead bodies high in the mountains is nothing special or unusual, unless it's a woman's corpse with the skeletal remains of a baby inside. This is exactly what a hiker found in the Sycamore Canyon Wilderness area in Arizona in 1995. The bizarreness of the case lies in the fact that it would be too difficult for a fully pregnant woman to get to such an extreme place, as well as it would be for someone to move her body there. 2. In the early 1990s, a gang of serial killers ran loose in the Czech Republic. They focused on rich businessmen whom they killed and stole their money and property. After the murder, they always placed the corpse in an iron keg filled with lye to destroy all DNA traces, and then they pushed the keg down to the bottom of a dam. The gang killed at least 5 people this way. 1. In 1886, a large shoebox was discovered underneath some trees in a rural area outside of Wallingford, Connecticut. After the box was opened, a naked male torso was found inside. A month later, a local farmer found the missing arms and legs. Since the victim's head was never found, his identity and the circumstances of his death have remained a mystery.
If you like what you just saw, consider pressing that orange subscribe button on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. And if you want more awesome lists, check out our 25 most dangerous hikes, treks, and climbs on Earth, and our 25 interesting beer facts that will leave you tipsy.